What's up, football fans? Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy, your name coming at you with some absolutely massive breaking news. And I mean the kind of news that shakes up the entire NFL universe. Buckle up, because this isn't your regular Cowboys headline. This isn't some off-season rumor or a wishful thinking scenario. No, this is official, confirmed, and absolutely game-changing. The Dallas Cowboys, America's team, have just signed none other than Coach Prime himself, Deion Sanders, as their new head coach, and Jerry Jones has officially confirmed it. I know, it sounds like something out of a football fantasy story, but this is real, and it's happening right now. This might be the boldest and most electrifying move the Cowboys have made in decades, and it could completely redefine what the future of the franchise looks like. Now, let's dive deep into this unbelievable development, break down exactly how this came to be, what it means for the Cowboys, for Jerry Jones, and for the entire NFL, because this isn't just a coaching hire, this is a cultural earthquake. So let's rewind just a little bit. The Dallas Cowboys have been under fire for years. Fans have grown restless watching a team stacked with talent fall short in the playoff season after season. Dak Prescott, CeeDee Lamb, Micah Parsons. There's no shortage of stars on the roster, yet somehow the promise of another Lombardi trophy has kept slipping away. The pressure on Jerry Jones has been building, and everyone knew that after yet another disappointing end to a season, something major had to change. Most people expected small shifts, maybe a new coordinator, maybe a shakeup in the front office. But Jerry Jones? He's never been one to think small. He's the man who loves the spotlight, who loves making headlines, and who wants the Cowboys to be the center of every sports conversation in America. So what does he do? He goes out and brings in the one man who embodies swagger, confidence, charisma, and a winning mentality like no one else, Coach Prime Sanders. Now, for anyone who's been following Deion's coaching journey, this move feels both shocking and inevitable at the same time. Deion's been doing big things on the college scene, first with Jackson State, where he completely transformed the program, and then at Colorado, where he turned the Buffaloes into a national spectacle almost overnight. Everywhere Coach Prime goes, attention follows. He doesn't just coach football, he builds brands, he creates movements, and he brings a mindset that's all about excellence, self-belief, and relentless energy. When you watch a Deion Sanders team, you're not just seeing players compete, you're seeing players believe they're destined for greatness. That's the kind of mentality that Jerry Jones has been craving in Dallas. For years, he's had the talent, but not the culture. This hire is poetic. It's a full-circle moment. Deion played for the Cowboys from 1995 to 1999, helping them win Super Bowl XXX, and during that time, he was the living embodiment of what it meant to be a cowboy, flashy, dominant, fearless, and unapologetically confident. He didn't just play cornerback, he redefined what a cornerback could be. He shut down one side of the field entirely. He made plays on special teams. He even played offense at times. He was a game changer. And now, decades later, he's returning to Dallas, not in pads and a helmet, but with a headset and a clipboard, ready to lead a new generation of Cowboys to glory. The announcement came directly from Jerry Jones himself, who couldn't stop smiling as he spoke about how thrilled he was to bring Deion on board. Jones said something along the lines of, "This is the kind of move that makes the Dallas Cowboys the Dallas Cowboys." Coach Prime represents everything this organization stands for: excellence, energy, and the will to win. You can just tell Jerry's excited, because for him, this is not just about football. It's about entertainment. It's about headlines. It's about giving the fans something to believe in again. And let's be honest, from a marketing standpoint, this move is a goldmine. Cowboys games are already must-watch TV, but with Coach Prime on the sideline, every press conference, every pre-game speech, every moment on camera is going to be viral. Now, let's talk about what this means on the field. Deion is known for building teams that play with swagger and confidence. He emphasizes discipline, but not the boring kind, the kind that makes you believe you're special, that you're destined to dominate. His players at Colorado loved him not just because he's a former NFL legend, but because he connects with them. He talks their language, he knows how to motivate them, and he's not afraid to tell them the truth. That's exactly what this Cowboys locker room needs. Over the past few seasons, we've seen moments where Dallas just didn't have that fire. They'd come out flat in big games. They'd crumble under pressure. That won't fly under Coach Prime. You can bet your life that he's going to demand excellence from day one. He's going to set the tone in that locker room. He's going to challenge Dak Prescott. He's going to light a fire under Micah Parsons. And he's going to make every player on that roster believe they're part of something bigger. Of course, we can't ignore the risks here. Deion's never coached in the NFL. College football and professional football are two different worlds. In college, you're dealing with young players, recruiting, and the power of inspiration. In the NFL, you're dealing with grown men, contracts, egos, and intense scrutiny. But if there's one person who can handle all that, it's Deion Sanders. He's been under the spotlight his entire life. He knows how to command respect. He knows how to manage big personalities. And most importantly, he knows how to win. People forget that, as a player, he was part of winning cultures everywhere he went: San Francisco, Dallas, Baltimore. He's a winner by nature. Still, the big question on everyone's mind is how his style will mesh with Jerry Jones. We all know Jerry likes to be involved. He's the owner, the general manager, the face of the franchise. He likes control. But Coach Prime isn't the type to take orders quietly. He's a leader, a motivator, and someone who thrives when he has creative freedom. The dynamic between those two men is going to be fascinating to watch. Will Jerry give Deion the space he needs to implement his vision, or will there be tension down the road? Honestly, it could go either way, but one thing's certain: this partnership will not be boring. Fans are already losing their minds online. Social media is blowing up with reactions. Some are ecstatic, saying this is exactly the kind of bold move Dallas needed. Others are skeptical, warning that the NFL isn't college football and that Prime might be in for a rude awakening. But whether you love it or hate it, you can't deny one thing: this move puts the Cowboys back in the center of the sports conversation. They're relevant again, not just as a brand, but as a legitimate storyline. Every network will cover their every move, every analyst will weigh in, and every opponent will have that extra motivation when they face Dallas. Sure, there will be critics. There always are. Some will say this is a publicity stunt. Some will argue he's unproven in the NFL. But the thing about Deion is, he thrives on doubt. Every time someone tells him he can't do something, he goes out and proves them wrong. That's been his story his whole life. From two-sport athlete to Hall of Famer to college coaching phenom, now he's ready to take on the NFL. And knowing Deion, he's not coming just to participate. He's coming to win. So, Cowboys fans, get ready. The Prime era is here. The swagger is back in Dallas. The lights are brighter, the stakes are higher, and the excitement is through the roof. This is more than just a coaching hire. This is the beginning of a new chapter in Cowboys history. Whether it leads to glory or chaos, one thing's for sure: it's going to be one hell of a ride. And with that, I'll leave you with this: hit that like button, subscribe if you're new, and let me know in the comments. Do you think Coach Prime is the man to lead the Cowboys back to the promised land? Can he finally deliver the Super Bowl that's been missing for almost 3 decades? Because one thing's certain under Coach Prime, the Cowboys are going to be must-watch TV. Thanks for watching, Stay tuned for updates, and as always, stay prime, stay bold, and stay ready